What's that? You want more B-roll of the grinder? Okay. Seems like an odd request to me, but give my audience what they want. Can you see our gap? Is it too close? I don't know. Can you guys see that? Is it focusing? Does that help? Shit. Anyway, we're really close. We're getting close. That's not too bad. That's a pretty decent start. Looks like we're still a little right in the middle. So we're going to whip out just the tip and see what happens. That's almost enough gap. I could even weld it. Holy shit. All right, let's see what the angle of the dangle is. Is that the right way? No, that's the wrong way. I don't want to have to do any math. Oh, shit. Are you kidding? Okay, so listen. And I mean listen. And I mean me more than I mean you, honestly. I'm just using you as an example, like the royal we. But listen. Listen. 77.7 and everything fits. And my question to myself is, am I gonna get all in a tweak over, of course now I just moved it. Now it's just, okay, 77 3/4 of a degree, right? Am I gonna try to chase 0.25 of 1 degree on that? Because in my brain I want it to be 78 millimeters? Or 78 degrees, rather, excuse me? Absolutely not. Remember that thing? Perfect being the enemy of good? I submit that I run a much greater chance of wrecking my good piece and having to start all over again trying to make it perfect than if I just say that is good enough for who it's for. Adequate. We're leaving it. I love it. Right. Today on All Sanding All the Time, we're doing an audience poll. Sheets or continuous roll? What do you prefer and why? Let us know in the comments. You're gonna win a chance of your own All Sanding All the Time t-shirt. Unfortunately, it's made out of 80 grit, so you're not gonna like it very much. Can't give the damn things away, actually. Welcome back to All Sanding All the Time. On today's show, if you had to make one grit of sandpaper your wife, which one would it be and why? Let us know in the comments. Before we get this guy put into a place, we got to put a little vent hole in there for our welding. I thought about punching a hole in the down tube, but I don't like to drill. I like to drill as few holes in the tubes as humanly possible. So I'm going to punch one in the just a little guy right here in the bottom bracket, and that's just to let the gas from the welding escape as it gets hot and builds up. It doesn't, if it's sealed and there's nowhere for it to go, it tries to blow back out through your weld, I've heard. So I'm just going to punch a little hole right there. I should probably take this out and put it in the drill press if I had half a brain. It's like I have the dullest drill bit in the world. Don't actually know what I'm hoping to improve, because in reality all of my drill bits are dull. Good enough for who it's for. Well, that's what I get for trying to save myself some time. I mean, I gotta take this down tube out again anyway, just to sand all this stuff off and make sure I get the inside of it done. And actually, while I'm at it, I ought to take the head tube out. It's up there. I ought to take the head tube out and drill a relief hole in it as well. Hopefully we can take all this shit down, get all of our holes drilled, and get it all back in here without completely fucking up my measurements too badly. Okie dokie. So, my favorite thing. Putting stuff together, taking it apart. You put it together, you take it apart, you put it together, you take it apart, you put it together, take it apart. If you're starting to see a pattern developing here, you might just be a fabricator. This is one of those deals. If you got no patience for taking shit apart and putting it back together to test the fit and check it and make tweaks and do whatever, 428,000 times, I got bad news for you. So the nut's hitting. I don't know if you guys can tell. Because this isn't like a real bike jig, my nuts are rubbing on the inside of this bolt right here a little bit, so I'm dumb and I'm puzzled and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this without like undoing the whole thing. I'm going to put on my thinking cap for 1 second and I'll be right back. Hang on. How did you get this in there is the better question. Well, there goes that fucking idea, I guess. It's a good thing I love this drawing board so much since I spend so many fucking hours going back to it. Okay, no biggie, I'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Point is, head tube's loose. So, you know, that's actually... Are you guys still there? Are we still recording? Do I push record? Yeah, you're still there. Okay, this is good. So, we have ourselves an interesting conundrum here. Fuck me. Fuck me. So we see, some days we win, and some days we learn. And it looks like today, we're gonna learn. If you can keep yourself from coming unglued and throwing hammers and shit, you're really just saving yourself heartache in the long run. Sometimes it really helps to say these things out loud when you make a colossal error. And remind yourself that it's not actually the end of the world and that it's probably going to be fine. Okay, so I'm good. I'm fine. Are you guys okay? You guys good? You still with me? Everyone all right? Okay, I don't know. I know y'all don't know me like personally. We're not friends yet and we don't really hang out and spend a lot of time together. But that right there... Oh, that was incredibly hard. That was incredibly hard. Oh, there's still a part of me. I can hear it way down deep. Just screaming at me to fucking push this fucking bike jig over. Because those grapes are sour anyway. And it was never going to be worth a shit anyhow, so why would you even bother? Yeah, over something little and dumb like that. This is that shit I was talking about you guys being here and keeping me honest. And keeping me honest, and keeping me honest, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm going to make a hole. I'll see you over at the drill press. Okay, I know I said drill press, but I don't want to have to discombobulate this whole damn thing in order to drill one hole in a head tube. So by drill press today, we're going to mean edge of the workbench. And by workbench, we're going to mean bike stand that we're trying to keep nice and square and level and flat and not jiggle around a whole bunch, right? So that would probably be a stupid place to drill, wouldn't it? Man, it sure would. Yeah, they're all dull. Yep, all of them. Every single one. Things in my immediate area, inanimate things in my immediate area, often find themselves blessed with the gifts of flight. And drill bits don't seem to get along with flying, especially when their flight ends abruptly into a concrete wall. I try to tell them that they ought to take smaller test flights first, but they never listen. Okie dokie, that one's kind of sharp. What do you guys think? You think we ought to try to drill a hole in the top? Do you think we ought to try to put a hole in the top? I mean, it would probably be fairly stupid not to, right? So in theory, I mean, 35 millimeter top tube, right? We can sort of... I mean, I know we're not going to be all the way to the top of that bevel. We'll probably be pretty close. And this goes down to about there. Maybe if I mean, somewhere in that neighborhood, because then if I was down to there, I wouldn't get, there's no fucking way it's going to be that low. And also if I was up in that neighborhood, I wouldn't be too... So if I drilled that right there, and we assumed we're going to be sort of underneath right at our bevel with our 35 mil tube, give or take. God, I'd have to drop that a full lot in order to miss that hole. Likewise, I'd have to raise that up to a point that it would be unweldable and stupid in order to miss that hole. What do you guys think? You think we ought to just send it and throw that hole in there so we're not going to take this whole stupid thing down again? Yeah, me too. Hope this works. If this doesn't work, I'm blaming you guys. I want you to know that. I know that's not the favorite thing to do with your step bits. Probably shouldn't use them as plunge bits, but I'm not kidding. Like, I am out. My drill bit selection sucks. Sheet metal hole cutter kit. Those are mostly gone. The arbor's destroyed. Most of those have met with a hammer at some point. Yeah, I need some new drill bits. Today's episode brought to you by Worn Out Drill Bits. Worn Out Drill Bits. You thought you were mad at 5 minutes ago. Worn Out Drill Bits. Make sure you use coupon code IdiotBox at checkout for up to 5% off your first order of Worn Out Drill Bits. Worn Out Drill Bits. Not making holes since 1849. You guys said you wanted to watch me fight with this, so here you go. Give my audience what they want. I mean, I know you get tired of watching me be victorious all the time and constantly just swimming through this thing as if it doesn't present any kind of challenge at all, huh? Wouldn't that be dull? Funny, dipshit, is you're making jokes about that, but that was like your whole plan. This is your whole fucking business model, dummy. I occasionally wish I had something smart to say, because now would be a really good time. Don't you think? Always looking for my nuts. Shit, really? It's okay, I keep extra nuts. In case of an emergency. Huh? Fuck. Why was that so easy a second ago and now it's being such a bastard? I don't know. This was not your best idea. I'd like you to know that. Not your best work. I don't know if this deserves a dance, but this is going to deserve a minor celebration if I can get that to... It's important, guys. Minor celebrations are the key. Wait. 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 Okay, so it's not good, and we still have to fight the whole thing to get it all set back to where it was supposed to be, but that fucker's back in the jig! And the shit didn't even fall out! Hey! Woo! And damn it, it also occurs to me that in my joy of my waiting for all that shit to fall out, you guys missed that whole thing. I did that whole thing. You probably got a great shot of, I don't know, nothing? Head tubes back in. Head tubes back in. Woo! Setting records every day. You know, I'm almost sure you guys aren't going to be able to see this, and you have to take my word for it, but holy shit, that moon. I don't know if you have any zoom. I don't think you do, but it's right there. It's very pretty. From where I'm standing, it looks like it's about this big. God damn, it's pretty here.